All right, I'm back with some more Pocket 3 tips and tricks because you guys seem to love that kind of stuff, and I found some more. The more I play around with it, the more I find, and I will share them with you. So let's just go ahead and get right to it.
Mr. Black.
By the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black. I love to share with you cool gear that comes my way here and also share some tips and tricks on how to use that gear. If you're new here and you like that kind of stuff, don't be a stranger, and I'll put links to everything down in the description, plus a surprise link. And yes, I am filming on the Pocket 3 right now. This thing is an amazing little camera to film this kind of stuff on. It's just so easy. But let's get to the first trick, and that's the Dolly Zoom trick. So basically, you'll be using the zooming in and out function on here at the same time as moving your camera in the opposite direction of that zoom. Now, you can only zoom in up to 2 times, so it's not like a huge zoom, but the result could be really cool. So you see this little button right here on the right-hand side. If you click that, you're now enabling zoom mode. You press in the joystick and you move up to zoom in and move down to zoom out. Now, you might notice that the zoom speed is a little bit too fast, and this is where you can actually just go into your settings. Ooh. So much wind here. Look at all the wind, and you can't even hear that. That's my next video, by the way. So to change that zoom speed, you're gonna swipe down and you're gonna go into your settings, and you can swipe all the way to where it says the joystick speed. And yeah, level 7 is gonna be a little bit fast. And on this trick, just try using it level 1. I'm going to zoom in while I'm moving the camera back really slowly. Or I can do it the opposite way, and I can start with it zoomed in, and then I can zoom out while bringing the camera towards that subject. And yeah, it just looks really cool. It's such a fun little trick to try. So if you have one, give it a try. All right, so now here's a tip. One of the weirdest things about the hard case is sometimes it's just really tough to line up your Pocket 3 into it so it like sits nicely into it. Like sometimes it takes me a couple tries until I realize this little trick. What you wanna do is like line the head part up to the top. So put that in first, let it hit the top, and then put the rest of the body down, and there you go. It's perfectly in place, and that's the easiest way to do it. And also that little top spot right there, you can actually clip your microphone onto that so you don't have to worry about losing that microphone. Another tip is if you don't have a tripod, well, there's no problem with that. Just lay it down on its belly and make sure that the gimbal part is over the edge of like the table or whatever. I mean, you can stand it up by itself without the tripod, but you know, that could be wobbly, it could fall over in the wind, or even if it's on uneven surfaces like this, you can't stand it up. So you're just going to set it down on the belly, and it holds, it works great, it looks great, and you can just use it that way. In instances like this, it might be better to have that extended battery just to give it a little bit more weight on it. You can double tap the joystick to center it all and make it work perfectly. Now, if you don't have an edge of a table, you might need to make it elevated a little bit, and you can actually use the hard case for that. I mean, you can really just use anything, but if you use the hard case, it sits nicely on top of that. But this is a really good trick, and shout out to the person who left the comment and gave me that trick idea, because that was good. And future Danny, if you can find it, you know, put it down there for everyone to see. All right, now here's a really cool microphone trick. If you have the DJI Mic 2 with the Creator Combo, by the way, this thing is one of the best parts of the Pocket 3. Let's just say that you want to record internally on the mic, but you also want to record on the onboard mics at the same time. Well, you can actually do that if you hold down the record button and the link button at the same time. It will disconnect from the Pocket 3. You'll see it flash green. So then you can hit record on the mic and have internal recording, and you will have recording on the onboard mics at the same time. I don't know if that's like the actual purpose for it, but it works in this case. Now, if you want to live stream with this thing, I mean, and you should, because the picture quality is just, wow, it's really good. Wow, that focus, wow, that looks so good. However, there is some interference when you're using the mic. Like, there's a lot of popping sounds. Theoretically, if it worked and it was just like, yeah, just that one microphone. What if I turn the mic off? Let's see what happens. Okay, wait. And as soon as you turn off that mic, it goes away. Let's turn the mic off. Okay, so now it's the internal microphones. Does that make a difference? This will be a good test. But if you are going to be using your mobile phone as a hotspot, I suggest you do it in 720p because it is a lot smoother. You'll see, like, it glitches a lot when you're trying to do 1080p. Even though the picture looks great, it just glitches a lot. Now, if you're using like home Wi-Fi, if you're somewhere indoors and using the Wi-Fi, yeah, you can do 1080p and that should work all right. And the last little tip for this video is if you are in selfie mode and it's auto tracking and maybe you want someone else in the frame with you, you don't want to be in the center, you can reframe it by using the joystick and moving it to one side or the other. That way you can have that second person in the frame with you. And if that tip wasn't new enough for you, well, the other tip is if you are tracking yourself and somehow you get out of the frame of it or you lose tracking, you can double tap on that joystick and it will reframe up and find you and start tracking immediately. Now, before we end this video, I just want to answer a really quick, frequently asked question that I see in the comments. And that question is, can you use a USB-C to HDMI adapter so that you can put this thing to a TV or something like that? And the answer is no, unfortunately not. I've tried a bunch of different adapters and cables and nothing will work. Apparently they just don't support that with this. It would be cool though. I mean, like, I really wish that they would have, or maybe they still could with a firmware update. I don't know if that's possible, but well, that would be awesome. But anyway, you guys love the Pocket 3. I love the Pocket 3. It's a very fun camera to film with. I'm enjoying it a lot. And you all seem to want a Pocket 3 giveaway when this channel hits 100,000. If it hits 100,000, hopefully. That would be like insanely a dream come true. But stay tuned to this channel to find out more details about that, and also stay tuned to this channel for a lot more Pocket 3 videos and other videos coming up. Lots of stuff happening here. And I appreciate your support, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Mr. Black.